Fired FBI Director Jim Comey, still selling his book, was on Meet the Press over the weekend. On the show, Comey said he was not impressed with the House's Russia investigation because their work is too political, he said. Watch.
I think the most important piece of work is the one the special counsel's doing now. This strikes me as a political document.
Did the House Intelligence Committee at all serve a good investigative purpose during all this, in your observations?
Not that I can see.
Just totally got too politicized?
Yeah, and it wrecked the committee, and it damaged relationships with the FISA court, the intelligence communities. It was just a wreck.
What an oily, false character he is. It's obvious. Of course, this political document would contrast completely with the work of the special counsel investigation that initially employed Peter Strzok and Lisa Page. Congressman Devin Nunes is the chairman of the House Intel Committee, and he joins us tonight from California. So what exactly, if we can sort of work our way through the cant here, what is the core charge against this report? You said the president did not collude with Russia, to the best of your knowledge. The counter-argument is what?
Well, it's hard to keep a straight face through that interview. First of all, it's softball after softball. It's not a real interview. But most importantly, Mr. Comey probably never read our report, and likely because Department of Justice and the FBI redacted so much of it that if you go online and try to read our report, you will see that much of it you can't even read. So
yeah, I noticed.
He doesn't know what we have. We've been trying to get Department of Justice and the intelligence agencies to unredact all of ours so that the American people can actually see the work product that we created. I think the most alarming thing is that Mr. Comey continues to say that he did not tell us things that clearly he said on the record to us, like the fact that Mr. Flynn, the agents that interviewed Mr. Flynn, did not believe that he lied. And we want the American people to see Mr. Comey's statement. And we can't get that to them until our report is actually allowed to be out for the American public to see, and they unredact it all.
So you're in charge of oversight of the intel world. What did you make of a statement that former CIA Director Brennan made on Friday when he appeared to threaten the president over the Mueller investigation and said, basically, wait till you see what Mueller has on Trump? How would the former CIA director have advanced knowledge of that? How would he know anything more than I know as a private citizen? What is that?
Well, if that's the case, then we're going to have another problem because they've been hiding additional information from us. So we've interviewed almost all of the people involved in this. I think 75 people we've interviewed. We found no evidence whatsoever of any collusion between the Trump campaign and the Russians. As I've said multiple times before, we did find very clear links between the Russians and the Democratic Party. And so the people that essentially say that Trump has done this and then accuse some of us of being conspiracy theorists, they're the ones we refuse to believe their conspiracy because we have no evidence of it, and then they deny the fact that they're the ones that paid to get information from the Russians. So I think Mueller should be investigating them.
Really quickly, just as an American, if you found evidence that the President of the United States or his campaign colluded with a hostile foreign power, would you cover it up?
No. Matter of fact, I've said that from the beginning. I said I'll be the first one to go out there and tell the American public, look, we have clear links between the Trump campaign and the Russians. But Tucker, I'll just repeat again, we have clear links between the Democratic Party and the Hillary campaign and the Russians, and nobody reports that.
Well, I haven't seen that on CNN, so I'm going to have to run it by our fact checkers.
Yeah,
Mr. Chairman,
don't count on that.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Good to see you.
Always a pleasure.